223, she a baddie, rocks a link. Let me take her to the back, she wanna look at me. 223.
Alright, so first off, like, before I say anything, I want to thank you guys so much for, like, the last video. It just went, like, insane. Like, I know, like, in terms of numbers, like, I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. Thank you for the subscribers I gained and stuff. You know, that was very cool of you guys. Also, I hope you like the new intro. The old one got copyrighted. I don't really think that. I don't know why that should matter, considering I most likely will make not a single dime off this. But you know, yay, guys! Hello. I just want to say, guys, I lost my job. My only form of making money. I'm the victim.
Barbecue chicken alert! Barbecue chicken alert!
Barbecue chicken alert.
Barbecue chicken alert!
Barbecue chicken alert.
Barbecue chicken alert!
Right, so if you didn't know already, the DoorDash girl situation is basically, in a nutshell, right, this girl, right, she was told to leave the food at the door, but, the guy inside was, twerking his peenar, and while, he left the door slightly opened, and he was, like, fast asleep with his willy hanging out, and then she was, like, opened it for some reason, I don't know.
I'll get into that.
Sorry. So basically, yeah, she recorded him, he lost his job and stuff, then he countered with, like, a Ring DoorDash video of, like, him, of her opening the door. So, yeah, it's like a really difficult situation. But what is to my understanding, and what I've seen on the internet, what the internet's opinion is, like, it's the guy, he's the victim, and the girl is the villain. Something like that, something along those lines. But the girl came out, like, with a video of her screaming,
I lost my job. It's my only form of money. I'm the victim. I'm the victim.
and so, you know, maybe people are making fun of her, but alright, I'm not gonna take any sides, because I think, don't hate on me, bro, don't hate on me, but, like, I think neither, like, I think the guy is more, you know, he has more, like, he's more in the right than the girl. But, like, I'm not saying you shouldn't, I'm not saying you shouldn't goon. Neither am I saying you should goon, you little perverted freak. Okay, just you do you, Buster Scrubs. Just don't let it affect anyone else. But, I'm not saying it's the guy's fault for,
Jorking his peenar.
I'm saying it's kind of his fault for leaving the door open. Like, one would see that and say, oh, is something wrong? And, like, he left the door, like, really slightly open, like, a little quack. Like, a little bit quack. I mean, an average-sized crack. Anyways, so basically, what I think is, like, the girl shouldn't have opened the door. Under no circumstance should he have opened the door. She have opened the door. Like, but maybe, like, she was just instructed to leave the food at the door. You know, mind your own business. But instead she decided to, be the hero and open the door. Well, no, not really be the hero. Try, like, I don't know, really. Like, I don't know how to describe this, really. It's like, she opened the door, even though she was instructed to leave the food at the door, but she saw the crack, and asked if anyone was there, you know, maybe make them aware, hey, your door is open, you might want to close that. But, okay, now I gave my perspective, technically, in the situation. I'm gonna give you what I think would be, like, the perspective of the law. You know, so, let me become law by the winter kid. Okay, also, why is law by Mike making things about breaking people's doors down? I don't really see what it has to do with law. That's a different thing. Anyways, right, so, if I'm correct, technically, if a court, in the eyes of the court, the guy is in trouble, like, should be the one getting in trouble, because he caused an immediate, problem, like, whoever caused the problem first, like, what happened after is like, something, that's another thing. Who caused the first, like, problem for the other person? Now, technically, it was technically the guy, indecently exposing himself, even though he was fast asleep and in his own property. But in the state of New York, where he is where the video was taken and everything happened, you can be in your own property But you don't need to be outside to indecently expose yourself. You can still be in your own property. Basically. So technically, the person who like experienced the first problem was her. So technically, the court might side with her, or you could take his invasion of like his technically trespassing being the first problem, I guess. But he didn't realize I was asleep. Okay. Or here's the other scenario. The court could just say, hey, you two just go fuck each other. This ain't our problem, to be fair. They might just say, yeah, we low-key don't care. You both are in trouble. Neither of you are getting more or less of a sentence, or something like that. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, it's like, technically, in my opinion, both are at fault. And what I think the court would say is that both are at fault. Now I'm not saying he's at fault for stroking his penis, bro, you do yourself. I was jerking me meat in me house, but then this woman came in me house and saw me jerking me penis. Now, this is not correct. Okay, let's just forget, like, all moral things, Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about jerking. Like, that's his problem. I'm just gonna focus on the main issue. Like, I guess it wasn't his fault. It was a bit of his fault for leaving the door open. I guess a bit. I don't know. It's kind of his fault, We don't know if we have no proof or evidence that he didn't previously planned this. I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying we have no evidence. People like to think things, but that's what you like to think. That's not actually what happened. I see some TikTok comments saying he knew what he did. Period. You ate queen. Slay. I also saw this other guy that was fully protecting the girl. I'm sorry, bro. You're not the white knight. She's not gonna let you hit. You ate queen. Yeah. Period. Slay. On top. Shut the fuck up. I'm not defending the guy. I'm just saying that both are at fault. The guy is a bit less at fault, but I'm not defending them. I'm saying you both are naughty. But to be fair, I don't feel like we should really point fingers at anyone, because we still don't know if the guy had motivations of actually, leaving the door open to flap his willy around, or the quote-unquote ring doorbell footage that I said about earlier in this video. I haven't been able to find it, actually. I have no idea where it is. They say it exists, I just never been able to find it, so I don't really trust that information. So I really don't know who's truly at fault. I could say anything, but in the end, it's the court that decides. Let me put on my Saul Goodman cap, my law by my cap. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. Bye-bye!
That's all I gotta say. If you look in the mirror and hate yourself, love yourself. Yes, you should love yourself now. Yes, you should. Because I do.